morning.
Hey, good morning, Rickey Smiley. Good morning.
Man, blessed to have you this morning, man. Glory to God forever.
Yes, sir.
Know you got a good word.
Hey, thank you for this, Ricky, because all of us go through seasons in our lives where we have a faith crisis. A crisis of faith is basically when you wonder, God, what's up with you? What are you doing? We have questions for God, like Gideon, who said, if God is for us, then why has all of this happened to us? We have questions, even like Jesus, who said, my God, why have you forsaken me? Both of them are experiencing oppression, but not just oppression. There is depression because they're wondering what God is up to. It makes no sense. And so they're experiencing a crisis of faith. What do you do when you're in the midst of a crisis of faith and you're wondering why God hasn't come through, why God hasn't changed things, why God keeps allowing black death at the hands of officers of the law who are supposed to serve and protect? It will mess with your mind. It will mess up your faith. But here's what this worship medley does. It reshifts our focus from what's around us to the God above us. And once we do that, then we fall in love with God all over again. I love you forever. I give glory and honor to God. And when you do that because praise has a way of putting the focus, here it is, on the God above you in terms of, here it is, God's plans. You see, sometimes I don't know what God is up to because life gets me down. But the good news is when I praise God, I learn that I can trust God's heart, even though I cannot trace God's hand. And since I cannot trace God's hand, but I trust God's heart, I know that God is up to something even when life knocks me down and gets me down. God has plans. That's why the Bible says all things work together for good to those that love God and are called according to God's purposes. Why? Because what Paul is saying right there, God has a plan. God has a recipe for your destiny. God is up to something even when life knocks you down and gets you down. So God, I love you forever. Glory to God forever, because God has plans even when my life is in pain and problematic. But not only that, God is personal. God is so personal. The Bible says he numbers the hairs on your head. God cares for you individually. God cares for you, knowing what you're going through. God loves you like you're the only one there is to love. So go ahead, turn to God, not from God, when you're experiencing your crisis of faith, knowing that God has plans. God is personal. God is personally interested in you and what you're going through. And then finally, God has all power. God has power to come through and take the negative that is happening to you and around you and bring something positive out of it, so that you can end up saying with Joseph, they meant it for evil, but God worked it for good. So here's what you do when you experience your crisis of faith. Go ahead, worship God, turn to God, not from God, and then watch God, here it is, show you that God is personal, God has plans, and God is all powerful. I love you forever. Glory to God forever.
I love you, Pastor Haynes, man. I appreciate that. That's a good word, man.
Hey, love you, Rickey Smiley. Thank you so much.
Let everybody know how you can be reached.
Hey, you can follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter and I'm on Instagram at FH Unscripted. I'm on Facebook, Frederick D. Haynes. And I have a YouTube channel you can check out. It's Frederick Haynes.
There it is, man. Hey, thank you, Pastor Haynes. This segment is being brought to you by My Computer Career. Like, if you don't absolutely love what you do, make sure you go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. Become an information technology professional in as little as 4 months. That's mycomputercareer.edu. 9 minutes after the hour, y'all. Front page up next.
News headlines.
Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The time right now is 12 minutes after the hour, y'all. The segment is being brought to you by BET. That's right, y'all. Tonight at 8/7 Central, BET brings you twice the fun with a double premiere. 2 all-new episodes of Tyler Perry House of Pain, followed by back-to-back episodes of new comedy series. Tyler Perry, Assistant Living. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcel, here with a quick look at your front page news. So, President Trump did visit Kenosha, Wisconsin yesterday for a tour of the city where 29-year-old Jacob Blake was shot by police, sparking violence and protests. So, Blake's family, meanwhile, held what they called a community celebration, with an uncle, Justin Blake, saying in a statement, "We do not need more pain and division from a president set on advancing his campaign at the expense of our city." Another former Department of Homeland Security official is speaking out against President Trump. Elizabeth Newman, who left her position in April, says that when it comes to domestic terrorism, white supremacist groups, Trump is paving the way for more violence. Now, in coronavirus news, the Trump administration said yesterday that it will not join global effort to develop and distribute coronavirus vaccines. So more than 150 countries are have set up the international effort that would allow nations to access vaccines that are most effective and quickly available. But President Trump does not want to be involved. And the CDC has directed a halt on evictions through the end of 2020. The fear is that those displaced because they are unable to pay their rent could end up in overcrowded homeless shelters. Additionally, California wildfires and Hurricane Laura have displaced thousands of residents. The CDC has the authority to take action where necessary to stop the spread of communicable diseases. All right, that was a quick look at your headline news. For more, log on to the Rickey Smiley morningshow.com. Ratis Foshizi, let's take a look at sports.
Man, I don't know if y'all was watching NBA playoffs yesterday. How about them Denver Nuggets? Advanced to the second round in the playoffs, eliminating Utah Jazz after being down 3-1. Nuggets will face the LA Clippers next round. In the meantime, the Boston Celtics beat Toronto, defending champs. Boston take a 2-0 lead in that series right there. Big ups to Serena Williams. She wins the first round at the U.S. Open. That's win number 102 at the Open, which is a record. Big sister Venus didn't do so well. She lost her opening match. And quarterback, Super Bowl quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, got his Super Bowl ring with the Kansas City Chiefs yesterday, but he also gave his girlfriend a ring. He proposed to his girlfriend, Brittany Matthews. She said yes. And I don't even know which ring is bigger. Which one more shinier? That rock was huge. So congratulations to Patrick Mahomes out there. That's what I got for sports right there. Gary with the T. What's up, Mike?
All right, y'all. We are beginning to learn more and more about the Pinkett Smith relationship, y'all. Now, Jada is speaking out, y'all, and a lot of people saying, my God, were they really in love? Now, she said, y'all, that she cried all night when she learned, y'all, that she was pregnant with Will Smith's child. Now, they're saying that though the Pinkett Smith had an instant connection, they're saying that Jada was never someone, y'all, who believed in marriage. Now, she revealed on her Facebook segment, Red Table Talk, that she knew she was pregnant with Will's child the minute it happened. She said, we started dating and then I got pregnant 2 years in. Then she also wanted to say to USA Today that she went to say that, that she knew within moments that she was pregnant and she cried because she did not want to get married. Now, she said on the day of the wedding, she said she was still filming. She said, quote, I was so upset that I had to have a wedding. She said, I went crying down the freaking aisles getting married. She said the couple went on to reveal, y'all, their horrible wedding, which Pinkett said only happened because she was pressured from her mama. She is telling it all. And I'm starting to wonder, a lot of these celebrities be lying, honey, saying how much they happy, they're married, and we just love each other and all that stuff. And it's coming out more and more that it's really not true. They're really not in love. And I think, we're the only two on the show that's not married or what have you, and all these other people married. I wonder if they're really in love like they're projecting or, portraying to be in love and stuff, because it's just, it's interesting. I mean, I'm stuck.
Gary, there's not enough time in the day to play to be in love. Either you are or you're not.
Right.
Okay. Right. Well, Niecy Nash thought she was too, but anyway, she just got married again. But anyway, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is First Light. On the high end, you say First Light, and on the low end, just say Off-White. That's your color for the day. Coming up, y'all, the hot spot on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 29 before the top of the hour, y'all. Time for the hot spot with your girl, the Brat. Good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into this thing. Tyler Perry is officially a billionaire. Whew. Lord have mercy. According to Forbes, the breakdown of the 50-year-old filmmaker's net worth includes $320 million for his entire library of movies, TV shows, plays, etc. And being that he owns 100% of all his content, $300 million in cash and investments, $280 million for his Tyler Perry Studios in Georgia, $60 million for his equity stake in the streaming service BET Plus, and $40 million in homes and toys. Of course, the fans had a whole lot to say about the news. One person tweeted, when Tyler Perry had his first play, it sold 12 tickets, and he had to sleep in his car because he didn't make enough money for his rent. Today, he is officially a billionaire. Never give up on your dreams. That is awesome.
No, that's right.
My goodness. All right, y'all, moving on. Brandy and Monica, they versus broke the record. Okay, they didn't just break Instagram, and instead of saying they have 1.2 million, excuse me, it said 6 million people tuned in. Okay, in total, not 1.2. They tuned in to watch the Super Bowl of live streams is what they calling it. They saying this versus is the new TV. The Queens, Brandy and Monica, broke all the records. They generated more than 1 million tweets in the U.S., and that's beating the VMAs, 1.9 million tweets globally, and helped raise $250,000 for When We All Vote. Now that is awesome. Oh my God. Wow. All right, y'all, last but not least, I'm sad to report this. They said R. Kelly was nearly stabbed during the prison attack. Yeah, they said he was stabbed. Now, I don't know if the lawyers I know the lawyers are really, really trying to get him out. They said the inmate tried to stab him with a pen. They revealed the attack happened while he was asleep in his cell, and the inmate crept in and started stumping on his head repeatedly. Greenberg, his attorney, who filed a motion asking the court to release him on bail, said this is an inmate that should never have been anywhere near Mr. Kelly, an individual who is charged with the most violent crimes and who plainly has no respect for the rules. He is what do you say? He has the phrase "F you to the feds" tattooed on his face. Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
So Kelly has been placed in solitary confinement following the attack, and he's awaiting his trial. It's going to start September 29th. But when you're like a special, a celebrity like that, you're supposed to be put like separately from.
It's especially if you have like child crimes.
Yeah,
like
right.
That. They really hate inmates like that. But isn't it worse in solitary confinement?
I'd rather be by myself by myself than get ready to get jumped on all the time. It's bad in solitary confinement, but you can read a book, you can write. He's really creative. You can be by yourself.
So what the vibe be like? People, can you tell that somebody don't like it, or they just kind of plot and how does that? What is that like?
You can tell. It's like being in school in a classroom, and you can tell when the bullies don't like you, or it's getting ready to be a fight, or they gonna start something. You can feel the vibe, most definitely. And I guess probably if he telling the guards, they ain't paying them no attention, because when I was locked up, they was like, we ain't giving you no special privileges. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, I'm just telling you I don't feel right, like something about to go down, and they be like, oh, well, you ain't the brat in here. So I can imagine how, he's getting treated by, officers love to see you come in because they already feel like you think you better than everybody else. All right, y'all, I'm gonna wrap up on that note on the hot spot. Coming up next, we got Rock T's HBC, and in the meantime, in between time, y'all hit us up for them wake-up calls at 1-866-9-RICKEY. That's 1-866-9-RICKEY. 25 minutes before the top of the hour, it's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
With us this morning, Dr. Connie, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley and all the Rickey Smiley Morning Show listeners. We're here today, Wednesday, the Wednesday before the next holiday season coming up with your coronavirus update. We're now up to 6.9 million after adding 44,000 cases diagnosed yesterday. The death rate is now peaked at 185,000 after 11,000 deaths yesterday. So we're still averaging 1,000 deaths per day. With the holiday season approaching rapidly and people planning on doing a lot of traveling, remember, social distancing, wear your mask, watch your distance. Wear your mask, watch your distance, and protect yourself over the holiday. Every holiday has shown to be super spreader events, even though we're now becoming a bit complacent, particularly with our social groups now. It's very important that you do that. And one of the things that we've had, Ricky, is that this new syndrome or this new group of individuals that we're responding to or referring to as long haulers. these people, instead of getting over the virus in 2 weeks like most people do, there's a substantial number of people now that are having chronic and persistent symptoms. Those symptoms can range from joint pain, fatigue, even hair loss or depression. So it's literally affecting everybody's system, and the common denominator are endothelial cells. Endothelial cells line every artery in your body, so any place that there's blood flow or living tissue can be affected, and that's why it's so widespread and the symptomatology is so varied. But what we're understanding now is that we're going to have to deal with the inflammation on the cellular level of the endothelial cells to really get a grasp in how to treat this virus. One thing that was discovered this week is that interferons that are in our body, they're like antibodies, but by the term of their name, interferon, they interfere with the replication of virus. This virus has a unique capability of disabling interferons. So the new therapy that's being looked upon is using interferon therapy, dosing people with interferon to get an early treatment module going. This, interferon is not new. It was used and still is used in HIV treatments and several other autoimmune diseases and even cancers. So that technology already exists. It's just being redirected now and found that it's probably going to be very effective in coronavirus treatments. So we got some things on the horizon that may help. 1,100 to 1,000 people a day dying. Please, people, don't be a statistic. Don't be one of those people. Wear your mask. Watch your distance. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. Watch your distance. Wash your hands.
Man, we got in the call of we. Dr. Carter, you saying, man, 1,000 people a day? That's crazy. I thought the rate had gone down. Dr. Carter, if anybody want to reach you, let them know how you can be reached.
Okay, you can reach me on all social media at ASK Dr. MJ. And remember, we do the Facebook Live where you can reach me directly on every second and fourth Wednesday, 7 p.m. at Ask Dr. MJ. Just download. And remember, these are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, not those of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show or its radio affiliates. So remember, don't catch corona over the holiday weekend. Stay safe. Enjoy yourself. Relax. But maintain your social distancing guidelines.
But more importantly, Dr. Collier, wash your meat. That's right. Wash your
meat. Yes, sir. Before you eat, wash your meat.
Wash your meat. All right, y'all. The one and only Dr. MJ Collier and Gary got the tea in the clue today. Coming up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the tea.
It's Gary, baby.
All right, 6 minutes after the hour, Gary has the tea and the clue of the day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. You remember the other day, y'all, when I reported y'all that rapper Future sent one of his beautiful baby mamas, Miss Brittany Milne, on a girls trip y'all to Mexico via a private jet because he wanted her to celebrate her birthday. Well, y'all, it's being reported. They said as soon, honey, as this girl touched down back in the USA, baby, they said, honey, she and her girls got raided, honey, by the federal agents. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Miss Brittany, she shared the pictures of the custom agents boarding their jet, honey, taking all their beautiful luggage, y'all, off the plane to be searched. Now, they had all this luggage on the ground, baby. They had this girl Louis Vuitton luggage, her Goyard luggage, all her great luggage, honey, just sitting on the ground, honey, just, yes, baby, honey, this Brittany. Future's on one of his baby mamas, and they had them just thrown on the ground. And a lot of people saying, girl, why would this happen, honey? Because some people said it was some of them other baby mamas that called in. They said, yeah, honey, you're sitting there on the ground, honey, flexing and things and carrying on, honey, and how about all the doggone stuff that Future doing for you? So they said, baby, one of the baby mamas probably called in. But they said, those baby mamas be hating, honey. And they said, why you flexing on the ground? They said the other baby mama got $1.25 every month. And here you and here you on a trip flying all over the country for your birthday and stuff. So, but they said a lot of time they search these, they raid these planes out. They said because sometimes people fly out of the country or whatever and bring back drugs and what have you. And they're saying just in case Miss Brittany decide to bring something back for Future, honey, they decide to raid the private jet. Isn't that sad? Here you with your girlfriends on a birthday trip.
It happens sometimes though, Gary. Sometimes you don't even know they're going to check the plane. Some of it is random.
Even
so it might not have to do with anyone calling in on anybody. I've had a plane check before and we wasn't doing nothing.
Really? I just look suspicious?
We didn't look suspicious. I'm just it's random sometimes, really? Especially on a private jet, especially if you book it last minute.
Especially if you FWB, flying while black.
Oh, so Ricky, have it ever happened to you?
Nah, not with a Nike jogging suit on and an Oakley backpack. I keep it simple and I'm always by myself. I don't fly with it's just me.
Yeah.
If I have to use one, if I have to get somewhere, it's me or Ro or Terry, my road manager, and that's it.
Yeah,
Simple.
Well, we're glad that, honey, Brittany made it back, honey, and she didn't have nothing on her. They said she was a meal for Future, so we're glad she made it back. All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, it's a great day in the world, y'all, for Keisha Knight Pulliam. Now, back in April, she filed a motion for her ex-husband, Mr. Ed Hartwell, y'all, to be held in contempt of court after accusing him, y'all, of failing to consistently pay child support for their beautiful daughter. Well, guess what? The judge agrees with Keisha. Now, they're saying, according to the report, they're saying, yes, ma'am, honey. They said Hartwell has been ordered to pay Keisha, honey, Knight Pulliam, $34,000 in back child support plus moving expenses, y'all, stemming from their bitter divorce and custody battle. Then they're saying Hartwell was also found in willful contempt of court after the judge determined that he deliberately neglected, honey, his child support obligations. And they're saying Ed has been ordered to pay Keisha a lump sum of $6,588 plus another $6,588 in $1,000 a month increments starting in October, in addition to his current $3,000 a month child support order. Now, they're saying that next spring, y'all, Ed has to start chipping away at his back child support with an additional $1,000 a month on top of his current child support order. Now, they're saying, honey, that's not really a whole lot of money, I don't think, honey. Keisha was a rich girl, honey, and Ed was rich. He was a football player, so but they just broke it down.
Do we still have that kind of money?
Now, they're saying the retired NFL player and father of 3 is facing jail time if he fails to comply. Now, I don't know. That's what people were wondering, if he still have that kind of money and stuff,
He ain't played in over 10 years. Hope he saved some.
Yeah. So, you got to pay Keisha, honey. That baby, that her child needs to eat, honey. Then, you got on other babies. So.
That's right.
So,
but it's been going on 10 years.
Thank you. It looked like it's going on long enough.
10 years. I'm like, can we get into somebody else's divorce?
Okay, well, honey, we can't get it. We can start now. After now that Keisha then finally got her coins, honey, she getting the money. But the question is, if he doesn't pay this, do he go to jail or he just still get to?
You going to jail? You gotta pay it. Yeah. Sell the house, sell your car, sell what you got. Get her out of your life and go on pay that $3,000 a month and start over with somebody else and go on with your life. Right. And hope and pray that you get some visitation or something.
Well, all right then. There you have it, y'all. So let's continue to keep Keisha lifted up in prayer, y'all, that her baby, her family gets well taken care of and stuff, whatever. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is First Light. On the high end, you say First Light, and on the low end, you say Beautiful Off-White. That's your color for today.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. Here we go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it would be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, wanna know where you calling from. So come on and tell us and just wake up.
This is Granny Tate from Greenville, South Carolina. I'll wake up my grandchildren, Tricky, Big Fear, and Major. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Well, good morning, sunshine. This Christy Love. I want to say, wake up, all you truck drivers. Let's get this road, baby.
Good morning. This is Deborah Curry calling from Tyler, Texas. Waking up my grandkids, Jamarin and Kamora. It's time for school. Y'all better wake up, wake up, wake up.
I would like to wake up my grandbabies, Travius Jr. and Breeden Davis. Wake up, guys. Love you.
Hey, wake up, wake up. This is Johnny Self from Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's for Louis Lowe. Get up, let's get things started.
It's a whole gang of cities tuned in, locked in. What's yours? Cause we gon' let them know. Where you at, Norfolk? Wake up. In Birmingham, wake up. Oklahoma, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. St. Louisville, wake up. New Orleans, wake up. Hey, Memphis, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
All right, appreciate it, Brad.
Pastor Brad. Oh, good morning, Brother Rickey. I'm on fire this morning. Yeah. I'm on fire. I made up my mind. I had a rough weekend, and and I said to myself, I refuse to keep allowing the devil to keep beating me up. Oh, what'd he do? I looked him in the face, and I said, devil, are you looking at me? I said, devil, are you looking at me? I said, I got something to tell you. Yeah. And you better listen to me good. What you tell him? I told him, don't you ever come around here. Yeah. Don't you want to see your face? You better disappear. no way. You better beat it. Beat it right now. Beat it. Beat it. Beat it. Beat it. Don't be defeated. I refuse to be defeated. Just beat it. Just beat it. Look at your problems. Say beat it. Look at your situation and say beat it. Look at that boyfriend and say beat it. Beat it.
All right, Pastor Fred, let everybody know how you can be reached.
You can follow me at the real Pastor Fred.
Pastor Fred, y'all, church in 60 seconds. Coming up next, chicken and waffle mix with John Lyon on the 1 and 2s. You don't want to miss that. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
What's up? Get out of bed.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, J.A.H. Lion Sound. Hey, appreciate you, little bro.
Yeah, my man, Ricky.
All right, Black Tony, you coming in to work today or what? You're already late. What's up? What's up with it, baby? We ain't got time for the shenanigans today, baby. What's up? You coming in to what? What's up?
I'm gonna get to that. Give me a minute. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. I will deal with that in a minute. But look, what we got to do
waiting on you. Been since 5 o'clock waiting on you. Say what?
My mama my mama pulled me to the side last night. She talked to him. She said, "Black Tony, let me tell you something." She said, "You need to appreciate your boss man, because he give you a lot of chance, and you know what I'm saying. You don't be doing right. You know what I'm saying. And so I just want to say I apologize for not doing right. And I appreciate you giving me a lot of chance. You know what I'm saying. Understanding that thing be coming up, cause you the most understanding person. You the most understanding man. But look, Shoutin, saying all that to say this, I ain't gonna be there today, cause I got a big mission I'm working on right now, Shoutin. I'm trying to help everybody out, Shoutin. I'm trying to help all y'all out. I'm trying to do something for everybody right now.
Okay.
Me and Pancake was at the store last night. You know, Haji. My boy Haji, he got the gas station down the street. But you know, he was smoking with us last night. He got so hot, Shoutin. He let her come behind the little counter thing, boy. Shoutin, we got all them damn scratch out ticket, boy. I'm talking about, boy, we got 5,000 scratch out tickets. We've been scratching since 4 o'clock this morning. We just been scratching, trying to come up, trying to hit that one. Cause one of them for 150,000. Yeah. I'm letting you know right now, so I'm gonna get each one of y'all I'll give y'all about 25, 30 tickets a piece. Yeah, y'all can scratch them off and see y'all get some. So far, I done won like $80 so far. I done scratched off about 300 tickets. I done won about $80. So look, I'm gonna give you some. I'm gonna give Brett some. I'm gonna give Rachi some. I'm gonna give Gary some. I'm gonna give Eva some. I'm gonna give all y'all some scratch offs.
All right, so
we got about 4,000 more to go. So I'm gonna be scratching for a while. So my fingers like covered with all that little gray stuff.
Yeah, just use a quarter, man. So you coming tomorrow, man? What you put it on, Black Tony?
I put it on my mama, boy. I put it on my kid, but I put it on everything I love, boy. I promise you, boy. I don't be there, boy. As soon as I get through stretching all these tickets off.
5 o'clock.
Unless I hit that 150,000. Now I hit that 150,000, so I ain't even see your ugly ass no more. I'm finna be good.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hold it. Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is 5 minutes after the hour. Gary has the tea and the clue of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Pastor John Gray, y'all, he's finally, y'all, speaking out, y'all. Now, they're saying that Pastor Gray, y'all, has issued a public apology to his beautiful wife, y'all, Miss Aventer Gray, y'all, and his church after he was exposed, y'all, by his alleged side chick. Now, in a video, y'all, they were saying that the pastor of Relentless Church said in front of his congregation this past Sunday that he, quote, "I just want to make a moment, y'all, or take a moment, y'all, to say to you at Relentless Church, to the body of Christ, to those who look to me as an example of leadership and pastoral oversight, that I want to take this moment, y'all, to tell y'all I'm sorry." He continued. He said, I'm sorry for the areas of my life that I left unattended, that I was apathetic about. The areas where I have, y'all, treated the calling of God, the grace of God, and the hand of God casually in my life. For every area of behavior that has dishonored the holiness of God, I want to tell you, honey, that I'm sorry, y'all. And then he went on to say, y'all, he turned to the attention of his beautiful wife, Aventer, and he said, as I said to my wife, I say to her now in the moment, Aventer, I am sorry for the pain that I've caused you, and my prayer is that the life that I live from this moment will one worthy of the love that you have extended and that our family receives from. He said, I'm grateful for you. He said, our children I'm grateful for, and I pray that God will restore the joy that we had in the days when we would drive around the city dreaming. You know more than everyone else the areas of pain that I've carried for years, the horrific self-fulfilling prophecies. He said that you told me stop confessing those things, but I believe that this moment had to come so that God could, y'all, make a way, honey, and that he could make the man that I need to be. He said, but I'm sorry for that pain that I've caused. He said, you deserve it, honey. He said, you're an amazing woman of God, and I love you, and I will face me. That the man that comes out of this moment will be able to honor you in a way that I would never before.
For every blessing, hallelujah, for this I give you praise. Who am I to judge?
Yes, Lord.
Who am I to judge?
So we're just glad, y'all, that he apologized to everybody, and, you know, honey, and everything's going to be good with the pastor and the first lady, and, you know, the church going to continue.
I tell you what, he still got a good word.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be crazy how people they go through their stuff, man, and they be struggling. They deal with the same things we deal with, you know, and get temptations, you know, just like everybody else, man. But, man, he has a good, awesome, powerful word, and if his wife forgive him, you know, whenever I see him speak, I always stop because I can look past, I can look beyond his faults and see that the needs that he have and the word that he have to edify it to my soul.
Yeah, well, my pastor in Port Arthur.
Yes, he look beyond my faults.
Love him.
And it's false.
Yeah, he sure did. He did tell my faults and your needs, honey. Like I was going to say, my pastor in Port Arthur always said, don't pull a toothpick out of my eye when you got a plank in yours. He said, when you pull a plank out of your eye, then we all going to see clear.
Wow. You say it one day. Yes, sir.
Gary, come on now.
Yes, sir.
Yes. But anyway, moving on, y'all. Another celebrity news, y'all. Cam Newton's baby mom, y'all, Miss Kia Proctor. She said she needs $15,000 a month, honey, to support them 4 children. And yes, she did. Now, the mother of the NFL star, Cam Newton's 4 kids, said that she's spending more than $15,000 a month, y'all, to support the children and makes barely enough, y'all, to put a dent in those costs. Now, they're saying Kia Proctor filed court papers in her paternity and child support suit with Newton detailing y'all that the cost of providing for their children, which includes Chosen 4, Sovereign, Dior 3, Commodus 2, and Baby Cashmere, who will only be 1 year next month. Now, she said, y'all, that her monthly spending includes $3,000 on household and grocery items, $2,966 on child care, $2,640 on her car, and $666 on clothing, $300 on grooming, and another $416 on entertainment. Now, they're saying despite, honey, racking up to $15,678 expenses, they're saying that the 32-year-old mom said she only makes y'all, this is so touching, she only makes y'all a minimum wage of $1,276, a fraction of the income required, y'all, for the child's care, y'all. So, can Cam help her?
He
needs to help her.
He does.
4 kids is hard.
That's 5 kids, but Jesus, 15,000. I guess, are they that expensive?
But if you think about the overhead and most likely the life they lived before, child care, all of that, the numbers add up, Brad. Even if you don't live an extravagant lifestyle.
15,000 a month, though. That sounds like she might throw in some extras for herself.
She said,
the only thing you need to do is sell some of them clothes from the Nutcracker.
From Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka. From the chocolate factory. You have enough.
Oh, man.
Cam.
Oh, Cam.
The good Lord today, honey, what one of my favorite colors. My color today is First Light. On the hand, you say First Light. On the lower, you say Off-White. That's your color for the day. No, you didn't say Baby Willy Wonka, honey, in this clothes.
Oh, yes, sir. When you get all them outfits from the wigs and get it together and sell it and take it down to that consignment shop, the children have what they need.
Okay.
He got some clothes and some hats.
Yes. All you gotta do is show the picture with them outfits and put them things up. They gonna sell. He got a lot of fans.
Sell all them hats to the Planters Peanut. I swear he will have enough money. All right, y'all. Listen, man, we're going to be talking to, coming up next, we're going to be talking to Dr. Aldewan Tartman. Is going to give us some advice on keeping your marriage from becoming a statistic. Up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news. It's what's trending now.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The same as being brought by BET. Now, listen, y'all, tonight at 8/7 Central, BET brings you twice the fun with a double premiere. That's right, 2 all-new episodes of Tyler Perry's House of Pain, followed by back-to-back episodes of new comedy series Tyler Perry's Assisted Living. Make sure y'all check that out, man, all right? So listen, in the country with the country going through a lockdown and people spending more time at home, divorces are on the rise. Now, experts say that there are 54% increase in divorces across the country, and people in the South are 2 to 3 times more likely to get a divorce than other folks. Now, on the line with us right now is relationship expert and clinical psychologist, Dr. Aldewan Tart. Dr. Aldewan Tart, good morning.
Hey, how you doing, Ricky? Good morning.
Man, good hearing from you, man. How you been?
Man, I've been well, man. I'm excited to be here to especially talk about this topic to help save some marriages.
Man, let's go. So, in your professional opinion now, why are more people looking to divorce as an option these days?
Well, one, with COVID-19, it's increased the amount of stress that are on families. Anytime there's financial stress, and then think about it, we have kids at home, and so families and couples are actually having to spend more time together. And so if your marriage was already rocky before, but it was kind of distracted by you traveling or going to work or going to the gym, and now you're having to be at home and you all don't connect and you don't have a strong foundation, a lot of couples are calling it quits because they don't like each other.
That is so true, Dr. Tart. Now, whether people are married or in a committed relationship, what are 3 tips that couples can do right now to improve their relationship?
All right, well, there's a formula. So it's connection plus conflict resolution plus teamwork equals a better marriage. I'll say it again. Connection plus conflict resolution plus teamwork equals a better marriage. So what that breaks down to quickly is, 1, couples have to schedule connection time. You actually have to stop being roommates and watching Netflix and Facebook and actually sit down for 15 minutes and 30 minutes a day and pay attention to your spouse. That's number 1. So many couples don't do that. Number 2, when you have an issue, this is especially women, but not all the time, but it's mostly women. Women are taught not to bring up an issue, just to kind of let it go, suck it up, be a good wife. But that is the wrong thing to do. The best thing to do is bring up an issue as soon as it happens to be able to resolve it.
Right.
Because what happens is the other partner thinks things are cool, and when you bring it up, they feel blindsided. And you've been out of work for 6 months. I've been trying to let it go and holding the bills down, but this is not going to work. All right, and then number 3, act like your partner matters. That means like Black Lives Matter. We're not saying black people are better, black people are superior. We're saying we should matter. Same thing in a marriage. Does what your wife, how she feels matters? Does your husband matter? If you do that, y'all will be able to work together as a team versus fight.
But Dr. Tart, with this being said, when women bring up stuff in the marriage or try to let their husbands know about certain situations, the first thing he has about she nagging. So she don't know what to do.
Well, you know what? It's how she brings it up. See, men do care about how their wives feel. So instead of saying you don't take the trash out or criticism, because we're super sensitive, instead use feeling words. I feel frustrated that I'm the only one helping out with the kids and working and taking care of mom, and then state the need. And I need you to help out, especially during COVID-19, so that we don't argue so much.
Now, you know what? That's a whole nother tone. Now that's it. That's the key. That's the key.
Well, who talks like that?
Huh?
We do. Like happily married couples, Gary. It has to be soft. How an argument starts is how it finishes. 86% of the time, if we look at the first 30 seconds of how a couple brings up an issue, that determines how it's resolved. And most
Gary,
when I talk to them, they say they want it soft but direct.
Hey, Dr. Tar, you're not going to be like, hey, babe, go on kill that bathroom light now.
What? That's how we talk.
But that's nice. But that's not mean. Hey, babe, go on. I said, go on kill your bathroom light now where we can sleep better.
Yeah.
They're going there and pee and leave the light on, and the light shining into the room. Hey, baby, go and kill. I said, hey, baby, before you lay down and get comfortable, go and kill your light now.
But you Dr. Say it nicer. Go ahead.
Question. As a mom and a wife, I have 3 kids, and the kids are at home. My husband works for himself. So do I. How do you redistribute the duties, right? So say if you already had a set of what the way you did and ran your house. But now with COVID-19, things need to shift. How do you ask and shift that without it being like, hey, I didn't used to wash dishes. Why do you want me to wash dishes now? Like that becomes a thing.
You express your wish. See, husbands want to make your wishes come true. So your power is in your softness, but you have to be direct so that you're not coming off as weak. So it's saying, baby, it would make me happy. Baby, it would make me excited. Baby, it would make me less frustrated. Baby, it would make me less irritable. Baby, it would make me actually want to make love if you could help out with the chores, help out with the kids, because it's too much. And if you could do that, I think that we could have a better marriage. If you let them know the wish versus the complaint, you're talking with gold.
But you know what, Dr. Todd, a lot with this COVID stuff going on, it really, like you said, it's breaking down marriages, but it's really giving men an opportunity to even cheat more, because I know a couple of men that made it very clear that they asked their bosses, can you say I need to work so I can get out the house? They're not even spending time in the house with the doggone wife and the children and stuff because they don't want to be there, so it's giving them more time to be out and cheating more and stuff. So, I mean, it's just a sad situation. What do you do?
Well, you have to schedule. Well, Gary, I get where you're coming from, but you're actually talking about it's called when you're sheltered in. Sometimes too much. It's too much wife. It's too much husband. It's too much kids and not enough personal time. So what I advise couples to do is actually schedule times where you can actually leave the house and do things that are personal hobbies. You can still exercise in the park. You can still go out to eat. Now, you might have to eat out in the parking lot, but you can still get some personal time away so that, and parents need to rotate. It shouldn't be one parent. Like he was saying, it shouldn't be one parent doing all the whole heavy lifting during COVID-19. We're in 2020. Gender roles have changed. It has to balance. Both of us are bringing home income, and parents need both parents. So you have to have some off days in order to make this work. Otherwise, you end up straining one parent, and you actually end up doing a disservice for the marriage. And then you go file the divorce papers, and the husband will say, why didn't you just tell me you wanted to do chores? Tell him early so that he can make the adjustment.
Go ahead and take the garbage out.
Gary doesn't have to cheat. So Gary doesn't have to cheat. He can go get his own man.
Right.
Okay, well, Dr. Talk, since you said that, so you're married, right?
Yeah.
So do you take your own advice?
I do. And when I don't, my wife definitely reminds me, but that's one of the things in being front and center and doing this. People look at your marriage, and so that means that I have to do the work. Otherwise, it just looks good on Instagram, but not in real life when people see us.
Right.
Oh, man.
Right. Yeah, Dr. Todd said, hey, man, I'm going to take the kids on. I'm going to run the kids down to Chuck E. Cheese. I know you had a long day. Go ahead and run out some bath water, put the little bath salt in there. And then while you drive, go ahead and tell the kids, get in the car, go ahead and run the garbage on down there to the mailbox, because the garbage man running in the morning. So you done already killed that to the kids at Chuck E. Cheese, so there ain't no kitchen to be clean. Take the kids on upstairs, get everybody showered in the bed, and go take you a hot shower, and your wife is relaxing in bed, and that makes a better night for you.
Now, you're right. She needs time to get
after she turned the bathroom light off.
She can't sexy cooking and cleaning and doing homework.
Right.
I need her time to get ready for me.
Hey, I just want to ask a question. Ladies, what does it mean when you just leave just a couple of sheets of toilet paper in the toilet? What is that? What does that mean?
In the toilet?
That mean there was some residual. Okay, so this is what happens.
We just want to know, why do y'all leave a sheet or two after you flush the toilet? What is it rolling the toilet paper off and just laying the extra sheet down into the water?
Because that means that we left some residual that didn't go down on the first flush, but we don't want to flush again.
Okay,
so
why don't you
put the paper.
Why don't you just go ahead and just make sure everything's straight and the water is clear and the toilet is ready for the next customer?
Right.
Yeah, grab that brush
I just needed to be. Can somebody teach a class on stop leaving the? Y'all want us to stop leaving the toilet seat up? Can y'all stop leaving tissue in the toilet, please? and straighten the rug back up.
Right. Don't mess it up with your feet and then leave it like that.
Straighten the rug.
That's
rug.
rule number one.
Please straighten the rug back up. Please.
Oh, Lord.
Y'all don't like us to leave the toilet seats because y'all tired of falling in there when y'all go in there in the middle of the night.
Can I give them one tip and one resource?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So one tip is, husbands, wives, sit down with your husband or wife and just ask, what can I do to make your life dreams come true? Like, what are you thinking about? What's on your mind right now? What can I do to support your life dreams? If you do that today, you're going to go a long way with your husband and your wife.
Come on,
and also,
if you do that today, you're going to get pregnant.
Hey, don't
was it? What
I'm trying to go the other direction. Oh, why?
To support your
Dr.
dreams.
Ton, I do that about once a week with Crystal.
Right, but there it is. And that's why y'all multiply it.
So that's the thing. So that's what can I do to support your dreams?
Yeah, because that's what people want. In a partnership, modern day marriage, they want partnership. They don't want the old school where one person brings home the bacon, the other person stays at home. They want to build together. They want couples goals. They want to be able to move to the next level. So that's husband and wives. If you sit down and actually care enough about me to ask how you can support my dream, and I do the same for you, now we're being a better husband and a better wife.
Really?
Yeah.
Does that really happen?
But to get you somebody, y'all can sit there at the table and have a belching contest.
Oh, Ricky.
When your woman can belch and say her ABC, like that's the one for me. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus, for her. Hey, Dr. Tar, here's a relationship right there. Here's when you know that you with your soulmate, right? When you said, babe, you ready? When you said, babe, I'm ready to go. She was like, I was waiting on you. That right there. When she feel that when you ready to go, when you ready to leave the family reunion or the concert, and she said, I was waiting on you. That's your soulmate right there. When she ready to go. Yeah.
That's teamwork. That's
Yes,
teamwork.
sir.
So my wife and I, we're doing an actual free class for all couples because we figured out, hey, why come on and talk about this? And now we're going to give them a free class. All they have to do is go to betterhusband.betterwife.com, and we're giving every couple that signs up a free marital class on how to help your partner feel more appreciated. BetterHusbandBetterWife.com.
Yeah, y'all better get like them ladies on my 600-pound life because they in the bed, but all of them got a man.
Okay.
Dr. Todd, let everybody know how you can be reached.
All right, well, they can reach me at BetterHusbandBetterWife.com. We are helping marriages to feel better across the country. And they can also join my email list by just simply texting TART, T-A-R-T-T, to 22828. Again, text TART, T-A-R-T-T, to 22828. I love you guys. Gary knows I was just playing with him.
Hey, Dr. Todd, I wasn't paying you no attention.
I know, as usual. That's my guy.
Right, T, what they be saying when they be in the bed, right? What they be saying, right?
I just can't stop eating. And the boyfriend, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 13 minutes before the top of the hour. Church announcements brought to you by BET. Tonight, 8 p.m., 7 Central. BET brings you twice the fun with double premiere. 2 all-new episodes of Tyler Perry's House of Pain, followed by back-to-back episodes of new comedy series, Tyler Perry's Assisted Living. Y'all please help me welcome our favorite grandmama to the show, Miss Bernice Jenkins.
I left all of my sins down by the riverside. One Sunday morning, they dipped me in the water. Have we got the news to get my life in order? I left all of my sins down by the river side.
Amen.
That's where I left them, Janie. Good morning, Janie.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody, everyone. Here's our church announcements. Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
Y'all, pray hard for the family of Claudio Turner. You know Claudio Turner, who just turned 86.
Yeah.
And he been retired from the Army since 1962. But he was mistakenly called back to active duty last week. They sent him over to Afghanistan. And now they can't find him over there to bring him back. So he didn't.
Oh, Lord.
He got over there to Afghanistan and walked off. Yeah, all I know, he might be in the Taliban or something by now. We need prayers. We need prayers for Sister Alice Baker. You know Alice Baker, Janie?
Yeah.
Now, last week, her son, Daenerys, got sentenced to 30 years for selling drugs. And she need $50,000 for the lawyer to get him. Lord. Yeah, to get him a retrial. Now she's selling 2 grown pit bulls and 8 pit bull puppies, 6 pistols. She's selling 2 sawed-off shotguns, AK-47, 4 bulletproof vests, 10 pair of Jordans.
Okay. Oh, Lord.
15 brand new do-rags still in the pack. 3 Cuban link neck chains. 2 full-length mink coats. And a 2003 Mercedes S-Class sitting on 24s. That might have about 7 kilos of crack in the trunk. So, if anybody interested in helping Sister Alice Baker get her son Daenerys a new trial, she got all of that stuff over there for sale.
Oh, Lord.
Condolences and prayers for the Powell family who lost their grandfather, Willie Chester, on Saturday. Yeah, Willie Chester, he gone. He was 97. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. No, nobody told me that he didn't came and got Willie Chester. He was 97 years old. Gone too soon. Gone too soon. He had been suffering from rubella, cataracts, hip spasm, chronic back itching, food poisoning, scratchy throat, toothache, liver spots, locked knees, coronavirus, and virus rona, antibodies. But that ain't what killed him.
What killed him?
He was in the hood park feeding some project ducks. And two of them ducks got to fighting, and he tried to break it up and spilled all his breadcrumbs. And they all went crazy and they nibbed him to death. They nibbed him to death. That concludes our church announcement. Jane, I'll call you later on.
Oh, man. Thanks a lot, Miss Bernice, but we got one more announcement. Don't forget to watch BET tonight starting at 8 p.m. 7 Central for all new episodes of Tyler Perry's House of Pain and Tyler's new comedy called Assisted Living starring J. Anthony Brown and David and Tamela Mann tonight only on BET. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Oh, Lord, I'll do anything. Jesus will do anything for you. Oh, Tamela, come on, Tamela.
That's just making a gospel song out of anything.
When they hold their ear in, they go, yeah! Hey, Tamela.
Yes.
Why they have to always win?
I was thinking quartet, doctor. Quartet. Yes,
You can tell Rick in church, I don't care where you been, you just church.
That's church enough. That's church enough. That's all right. Good morning, y'all.
Good morning. I'm trying. Tamela Day, I'm trying to introduce y'all, but I swear when I get in the room with y'all, I cannot stand y'all. And let me say before I introduce y'all, when my grandbaby say his prayers at night, you seen the video yet, David?
I have not.
I didn't either.
So my grandbaby say his prayer. What is it? I apologize. But it ends with the last part. He said, "And David Mann." I said, "Yeah, and David Mann." Instead of "Amen."
I'm gonna go watch. See, and I usually know all the videos of your grandbaby.
He said, "David Mann." That's what he ended his prayer with, David Mann. Ladies and gentlemen, we all love our guest man from the early days with Kurt Franklin to the stage plays, TV shows, books, movies. And let's not forget the music. Definitely can't forget that. The next couple is Beyonce and Jay-Z for the Saved and Sanctified. Okay? Please help me welcome, ladies and gentlemen, David and Tamela Mann.
Yeah. Good morning.
Man, we so happy to have y'all.
We happy to be here, but my daughter-in-law called me Tamiyance.
She said what?
Tamiyance.
Yeah. Man, we are so excited about all of the stuff that y'all have been doing, but today y'all here to tell us about Tyler Perry's Medea's Farewell Play. Now, black folks been following Medea and Mr. Brown and Cora and Aunt Bam for years. And those who haven't heard, what makes this particular place so special?
Because it's crazy.
I bet.
That's right.
And it's all about the laughter, but we hadn't been together in over 10 years, y'all, on stage.
What?
And when we came back, it's like we had never left. It felt like a weekend instead of 10 years. It was incredible. Every night they called me the audience cast member because I laughed on every joke like I had never heard them before. Every night.
That's awesome.
Ricky, you would have loved me being with you on stage. I would have been laughing the whole time.
Sometimes she would forget that she was actually in the show. Because there was something different going on every night.
Both of y'all been riding with Tyler for years, for a while now. So what's been the best part about being on stage with Tyler again? I know the reunion was awesome, but tell us more.
Just not knowing what's going to come out of that nut's mouth.
Exactly. Because, because him and David changes up their joke every night. So it's like, and I just been waiting to see, like, what he going to say today. I mean, that's my excitement. Honestly, it was. Like, what's going to happen? And I just loved it.
Go ahead, Mama.
What'd you say?
Absolutely. I was going to say, hey, this is Eva. Worked on House of Pain, so I have been a fan and a friend of you guys for a long time. But you are set to star in Tyler Perry's newest sitcom on BET called Assisted Living. Please tell us about that. Is Mr. Brown older now? What's going on?
Mr. Brown is crazier now. I would
say. No, sir.
And, yes, J. Anthony Brown is joining me as well, so that tells y'all a lot.
And you know what? Y'all doing too much. Now, where y'all find J. Anthony Brown at?
Man, when I tell you, we had on set that J. Anthony Brown every day was coming up with stuff. Me and him would be going at it, and Potan would be sitting in the middle just looking like, I'm just going to let y'all do it.
I'm the peacemaker, so I always been between him and Mr. Brown and Medea. Now I'm in between. It's called Grandpa Vinny and Mr. Brown. So it's like, oh my God, am I ever gonna get a break? Can I catch a break?
Come on, Bridge.
Hey, David, when you get a chance, when you and Tamela get a chance, pull J. Anthony Brown to the side and ask him to do Reverend Richard Agnoid for you. You would be delayed. That's the funniest thing in comedy. Tell him to do Reverend Richard Agnoid church announcements.
We sure will. I tell you, we have worked with him before, but to see him especially with him and Cora, he think Cora's going to eventually be his woman.
Right.
And Cora's super saved. Uncle Benny is nowhere near saved. He thinks
that I'm trying to hit him. I'm trying to hit save y'all.
Hey, Jay.
No, that's right, Cora.
He eventually think Cora gonna give it to her.
Now, David and Tamela, now we enjoy y'all, the entire Mann family now, and we really enjoy y'all reality show. But what have the past few months in quarantine been like at the Mann house?
Man, we've been working.
Working?
I told y'all, I live with baby Ike Turner. Y'all didn't know?
Oh no!
Watch out now.
Taking me.
Oh no!
She's trying to throw me under the bus. It's been filled with a lot of cooking, sex, and
my God, work.
You better preach.
But we've been doing a lot of virtual stuff. We just finished building our office, y'all. So it's like right when everything came down, we were finishing up. So we've been doing a lot of virtual things and just coming up with other content since, everybody is visual. So we just been and I've been working on new music for the new album.
Yes.
I released the new single. We did the video. I'm sorry.
Well, speaking of the video, let me just tell you, girl, you look amazing.
You better sing. Come on,
girl, you look amazing, okay? So while we've been eating and gaining weight during quarantine, you've been dropping them down. What's been the hardest thing for you about getting in shape?
Before you answer that, I'm gonna bring y'all got time, I'm gonna bring y'all on the other side. I gotta go to commercial right quick. All right, y'all, more David and Tamela Mann coming up. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, 25 minutes after the hour, y'all. We got David and Tamela Mann on with us this morning. We are so excited, man. They're doing this wonderful big project with Tyler Perry as Medea in Medea's farewell play. And Brad, right before we went to commercial, you was asking what?
I was telling Tamela she looks so good. And I was, with her weight loss. And while we've been gaining weight for quarantine and stuff, she's been losing it. What is it that she does? And how do you do it with so much, so much on your plate?
Well, you know what? Right now, that's really been my go-to is walking because you really couldn't go anywhere. So exercising. I'm an ambassador for WW, the new Weight Watchers. Me and David as well.
Oh,
so
nice.
we both look. I'm working that. Look, I leave the studio some nights. I've been going straight to the gym. I'm trying to stay focused, y'all, and stay focused.
Now she's been doing good on that because some nights I'll be like, look, we got an excuse. We don't have to go.
Right.
I look at her. She's in there on the elliptical. I was like, dog, I got to work out too.
That's right. You better stay on them, Beyonce.
Hey, man. David and Tamela, man, I just want to tell y'all, I just personally love y'all so much, man. Y'all have been a wonderful support system for this morning show. Y'all always come through. Fun to work with. My first appearance on a sitcom, I did a scene with y'all on Meet the Browns.
Meet the Browns.
And y'all just gave me, y'all and Roger Bob just gave me so much confidence. I'm so worried about trying to memorize lines. You was like, man, forget them lines. Dave, you took the paper out of my hand and said, throw those sides away. Come on, man. You know what we do. I said, what? That's how I go? He said, yeah, let's go. And we just did it, made it happen.
Have fun.
I just remember I was so happy that night that I had an opportunity to work with y'all and how y'all just, made me want to get into the, little sitcom stuff, man. Y'all made it fun. Y'all are professionals. I love Tamela. You come sing live on the show. Y'all support us, and we're going to support y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, do not miss the last chance to see Tyler Perry as Medea in Medea's farewell play, also starring Mr. Brown and Cora, a.k.a. David and Tamela Mann.
And tonight, assistant living on BET.
Yes, assistant. Now, what is that about, real quick, David? Now, what is assistant?
It's about Mr. Brown and Cora finally coming back to BET,
Right.
Man, this show is crazy. You think Mr. Brown was crazy before? But I'm telling you, y'all not gonna be.
Why y'all call the show assisted living though?
Because Mr. Brown wound up investing into an assisted living home. That nut J. Anthony Brown bought an assisted living home. His cousin Mr. Vinny, and no, he couldn't take care of it. So of course,
This ran it on down.
Yeah. So tonight, 9:00 on BET, assisted living. Hey, tune in.
You have to. I'm sorry, man. And Farewell, y'all, is on BET Plus. You have to go watch that on BET Plus.
Oh man, I love y'all so much. How can y'all be? How can y'all be reached on? Tell them to stop. How can y'all be reached on social media?
David and Tamela.
Y'all done named the show Assisted Living. I love you. Oh Jesus!
We all getting old, Doc.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up and show your love right now for David and Tamela Mann. BT Plus.
Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all. Oh boy, this segment is being brought to you by Toyota. Today is the day to check out a stylish new Toyota and get a great deal. Save on Camry, RAV4, Highlander, and more at today's The Day event. Toyota, let's go places. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Wash Up Wednesday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcille, with a quick look at your front page news. So President Trump traveled to Kenosha, Wisconsin yesterday to offer support for police and for touring businesses damaged by the rioting. Trump did not mention the name of Jacob Blake, the unarmed black man shot by police last week, nor did he speak with his family. In other coronavirus news, the Trump administration said the U.S. will not join global efforts to develop and distribute a coronavirus vaccine. More than 150 countries are taking part in what will have access to the first and most effective COVID-19 vaccines. However, Trump does not want to participate because the World Health Organization is involved in the plan. The Trump administration via the CDC announced an order yesterday to stop evictions for the rest of the year, citing that COVID-19 is a risk. The CDC says that it wants to prevent renters from going to shelters where the virus could spread more easily. Also, if you have a Google or Apple phone, your next update will automatically include coronavirus contact tracing app. So both companies say that the features can be disabled and do not have to be used. And last, survivors of the 1921 race massacre of black residents in Tulsa, Oklahoma have filed lawsuit against the city and state officials seeking compensation for victims and their descendants. The lawsuit is led by a 105-year-old fierce black woman named Leslie Benningfield Randall, one of the two known survivors of the massacre, still alive today. Shout out to her. All right, that was a quick look at your headline news. For more, log on to the Rickey Smiley Morningshow.com. Rock teasy, Fosheezy. Let's take a look at sports.
What up with them Denver Nuggets, man? They advanced to the second round, eliminating the Utah Jazz after being down 3-1. Nuggets face the Clippers in the next round. Shout out to Serena Williams. She wins her first round at the U.S. Open. That's win number 102 at the Open, which is a record. Big sister Venus didn't do so well. She lost her opening match. And what's up with Minnesota Vikings quarterback Kirk Cousins? He's straight tripping. He said that he ain't scared of the coronavirus. If it was up to him, he would ditch the mask and not even wear them. Let nature take its course. If I die, I die.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So that means he don't care about nobody else's safety either.
Not at all. Not at all.
That's crazy.
There it is. Yeah. There it is, man. Let's go.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and
that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. This segment right here is being brought to you by Jalen Rose, is 25 years old. Brad, what you got?
Good morning, Ricky. Let me tell you what I got. What up, y'all? It's the hot spot. I'm your girl, Brett. When we bring you music, movies, and more. Music, movies, and more. And let's get off into this thing. Oh, my God. Come on, y'all. Pull it together. Okay, y'all. So Kanye done said that God I said God made him interrupt Taylor Swift's VMAs acceptance speech back in 2009. He said, right now, God is giving me the information. If God ain't want me to run on stage and say Beyonce had the best video, he wouldn't have sat me in the front row. I would have been sitting in the back. He also said they wouldn't have made it the first award. It's so ridiculous of an idea because I had never heard of this person before, Taylor, and Single Ladies is like one of the greatest videos of all time. And I was only drinking Hennessy because I didn't want to go to the award show because it was a setup. So, God made him
He
do
had
that,
never
y'all.
heard of Taylor Swift?
That's so hard to believe, but okay. I just want y'all to know that God made him do it. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. And we're going to wrap up the hot spot right there. Coming up next, we got Chef Jannard with them quarantine cuisines. He going to feed us, Jesus. And we got the praise mix down with the White Stone. Y'all, the time now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, so it's time for Quarantine Cooking with Chef Jannard. What up, man?
What's good? Happy Wednesday,
Man, we hungry this morning, man. We don't know what to cook today. We're tired of cooking the same thing.
Look, I'm trying to tell you, but I keep you on track. I got just the right thing for you. We got a honey and wine seared scallops with some lemon pepper roasted potatoes. And
That's
the thing is, yeah,
that's something Brad will like, right? That sounds like something Brad will like.
Exactly, yeah. Brad on that pescatarian tip, but for some of those that, as we call them, closet meat eaters, you know, this will satisfy you too as well. and you know, making scallops, Ricky, is real simple, man. You just get you, as I always say, a nice cast iron skillet. You want to cut that butter with some olive oil, put you a nice good seasoning on it, and sear them bad boys up 2 minutes on each side. Then we're going to add a touch of honey and some white wine to it. Some Pinot Grigio to be exact. And then just to accompany it, I did some lemon pepper roasted red potatoes. You start them off in the skillet, but finish them off in the oven so they got that nice crisp on the outside.
God. Man, how do you set up and just make up recipes?
Bruh, my mind never stopped. You gotta remember, I done wrote over 6 books. My first one was a love cookbook, 88 Ways to a Heart, cooking for lovers, from the kitchen to the bedroom. This is what I do, Ricky. I'm not only the client, but I'm the president.
And you got, and Brad, he got good ass barbecue sauce too.
Man, listen, I got to get me some.
Man, inbox me, Brad. I got you, and Eva. I got both of y'all. As a matter of fact, I got something on the way to Rock T too, because he said that he wants to change his life as well. So I got him a care packet on the way.
All right, he's gonna text the hell out of y'all every day. All right, now it's not on the plan. Hey, Janelle, let everybody know how they can find the video.
Man, they need to go on over to that Rickey Smiley official page on Instagram. Then swap on over to Chef Jannard's Instagram page and see what I got going on. Then when they get tired of it, go over to Brad and Eva so they can see what y'all cooking up with them sauces and seasoning.
Hey, Rock.
Look,
Hey, Rock, every time you bite a chicken, he'll text you, hey, how it tastes.
He'll do that, dude.
What?
You can't even see it.
Look, I got special talents, Brad. Every time he bite it, I automatically get a text. He took another bite.
He sure damn do. But you give him your number, you better give him your little burnout flow and your flip on your word. He's nice as hell, but you be like, damn.
How do you take over the world, Ricky? One bite at a time, baby.
One bite at a time. Ladies and gentlemen,
I've been wearing Ricky down for 10 years.
Oh, Lord.
I ain't had no choice, Brad. I ain't had no choice. Ladies and gentlemen, Chef Jannard, y'all.